Welcome to Switch Comics. My name is Marco.
I'm Chris.
And today we have the Mezco 112 Doctor Doom. This thing just came out a little bit ago, and we got our hands on one. And we've never had a Mezco before, right?
Nope.
So this is going to be our first time checking it out. I'll show you the back. He comes with what looks like a billion things. So I'm sure we will get to mess around with him quite a bit. Let's go ahead and bust him open.
This isn't taped.
Let's go ahead and open the box. Alright, so straight out of the box you got like this little like lasagna of different things.
Of different plastics.
Yeah, different
Oh, he does have a
trays of pieces. So here's the first one. A bunch of hands and, I don't know, faces and all kinds of stuff.
Here's the second one.
The second one here comes with some pretty rad looking lightning effects.
Yeah.
And then the top, they're just there. And then the third one comes with a nice base.
And batteries.
A weird backpack thing. I don't know what to call that.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
A cool... I don't know what this is either. We're going to open it all out. And open it all and find out. Alright, so right out the gate, here is Doctor Doom. Straight out of the package. I took the little plastic piece off of his head. But other than that, straight out of the package. Something we didn't know until just opening up. He's metal. So that is pretty dang neat. The attention to detail on the fabrics and stuff are pretty sweet. I think that is a very, very solid looking figure just as is. But he's got a bunch of stuff we can mess around with. So he also has these 2 additional masks and 1 additional head to swap out into. Which begs the question, what does this face look like underneath this mask? Okay, so without the big scar. No, if it wants to focus.
I kind of want him with the scar.
Alright, big...
Even though his face is going to be covered up by a mask.
It's just the fact that you know it's underneath there.
Yeah. No, that came off really easy.
Yeah, it feels like it's a pretty snug fit without... it doesn't have too much pressure to take off, and it's not a pain, you know, like some.
Let me see the mask.
Some can be.
I want to see which one I want on there.
But yeah, it feels like it fits on there pretty well. And there's him with the modern-ish mask, and then the very angry screaming mask. But we're gonna stick with the regular mask. Up next, we have a large tray of hands, and we're just gonna go down the line on these. So up first, we have just a very solid pointing finger. And then we have a trigger finger hand. Then he's got some fairly standard grab hands. And then quite possibly my favorite, he has some rock and roll hands. And then we have some open palm hands.
Look, he's jumping out to spook you.
Yeah, these are open, but with, I don't know, a bit more intensity to them.
Oh, his right hand doesn't have a suction cup thing.
Yeah. And then he's got jazz hands.
For when he's feeling festive.
But most deadly of all, the karate chop hand. That looks so goofy.
Yeah. Looks like he's gonna backhand you.
Yeah, it could be the backhand, yeah.
He's like revving it up.
I like this his right hand is like channeling power into his slap or chop, whatever it's gonna be. Alright, so it comes with his awesome book.
Of spells.
Of spells.
With a working bookmark.
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't stay in there?
Huh?
Okay. So it's got a bookmark in there. I don't want to open it too much.
It does have
it actually has real paper pages and everything. And then snaps close. Yeah, that's a really nice little prop. I feel like most of the time...
He doesn't want to lose his place.
So wait, can he hold this with a hand?
Yes.
So it comes with this attachment piece where you can clip the book on to kind of make it float. Because he's, you know, too much of a drama queen to actually hold a book.
Yeah.
He's got to lift it up with
magic. You ever
magic.
meet those comic people that are like, I like the smell and the feel of a real book? He's the opposite. He doesn't like it.
Yeah. Well, he does. Well, that's the thing. He doesn't want to touch the book and like get his oils on it and stuff like that. Even though, well, I guess he's got armor.
Grease from the armor.
Well, he doesn't want the metal to like dent the pages.
He's very strong. He wouldn't want to hurt the book.
But it's a pretty neat little setup piece there.
I love his cloth wares, by the way. I haven't talked about it much, but his cloth wares are just beautiful.
Yeah, we forgot to mention wire caping and everything, allowing
And it's a great feel too.
cool poses like that. Yeah, the quality of the cloth, I did mention that, is really nice. And very solid looking.
I've wanted a bunch of Mezcos before. Their price tag has kept me away.
Yeah, they're a little pricey,
this
but
might
I mean,
make me get some.
the quality is there. And then you can also swap out his belts to have the holster for his pistol and the
Which
extra
of course
pouch
you
and all
need
that.
to have.
Yeah, I mean, Doom's got to have his pistol, despite all of his abundance of magic. Sometimes you just need a gun. So
I think he thinks in his head, one day he's just going to shoot Reed Richards and his life will be better.
And so here's the stand. It's a pretty nice.
Definitely need a screwdriver for this flight stand, though. It's very tight on the clamp part.
Yeah, but it's a very nice stand. It's got a single peg for the foot. You can remove that peg to replace it with a flight stand, or if you just want additional support. I don't know. He's pretty hefty, so I don't know how much I would trust him to actually be in flight. Maybe possible, but one, I think the stand's pretty clean looking, that you don't really want to clutter it up with anything. And two, like I said, I don't know, with him actually having metal armor or whatever this is, I don't know if I'd actually want to lift him up. And then, so this is like a spell magic attack thing, just slips right over his hand. I did just leave the karate chop hand on. I don't know if it needs any particular type of hands, but it's pretty easy to mess with. It kind of just clamps open like that and then fits onto the hand. So I'm sure it might not fit all over all the hands, but probably most of them. Okay, breaking news, everyone. He can do more than karate chop and backhand. He can also just shoot lasers with that hand.
Oh crap! Which ways did these go?
So that's pretty freaking cool.
Never mind. I remember.
I like this setup because he's like in a draw, like a Western situation,
Yeah.
and they just blast you with his left hand instead. I think it's like Doom always wins.
Doesn't want to waste ammo.
No, I just think he's a cheeky little bastard. And what is this?
That is the Cosmic Power Siphon Harness.
Alright, so here you have the Cosmic Power Siphon Harness.
With light up function.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, so this thing is probably the most complicated thing to get onto him. You have to put these little things on his back, and I'll show you real quick. He has little spots. They're pretty simple to get in there. It's easier to remove the cape. I think you can leave the cape on there. We did find out the cape is magnetic, and that's how that removes, so pretty simple.
And he also has this nice little baggie that Mezco has kindly provided to us for storing things.
Yeah, so you attach those to his back. Make sure he has the grabby hands on to hold onto the handles and the sides. And that's pretty important because he needs to be able to support this. Otherwise, it's just going to look awkward and fit on him wonky. You did have to put that piece in there. And so it's not crazy complicated, but just to get it all situated and make sure nothing's falling off and whatever, But that is definitely fun. Do you just press it again? Okay, you just press it again to turn it off as well. And another attachment you can add using his little back flaps there are these jetpack pieces. And which I did forget to mention, you do want to first take these little flaps off. But with the other thing, it doesn't do that. But this makes it look like the pieces move out of the way, which are super fun. And then the jetpack comes out from behind him. And then, you can optionally have the fire in there if you'd like to. Again, I guess, if you did want to have them in flight, maybe you could. I don't know. I'd be a little skeptical with something this heavy, but, maybe just get a really nice stand or something. And I'm sure it could work. And then he has a blast effect for his pointer finger.
What is that? Frieza's Death Ray or whatever?
Oh, you know what he can do, actually?
There's Death Beam. Death Beam.
No matter where you are not safe from doom.
Do you like his fanny pack, by the way? I like his fanny pack.
He keeps little snacks in there.
Granola bars.
And then there's also a blast effect for his pistol.
And it's not. There it goes. I wasn't focusing on him there for a second. There it goes.
Oh, you owe Doom money. And then when Doom wants to be his favorite Sith Lord, he's got these pretty sick lightning hands. I really like the paint's really does a really good job of transitioning not only between the fingers to lightning, but then also the color kind of dissipates as it goes further out. Just the painting on this piece is really well done. But he also has some other lightning effects, right? And then for when you want to ride the lightning, he's got these effects that
Ooh.
I think you can pretty much just put on any hands. They just kind of clip over. So I don't think these are as cool. Honestly, if you just got these, or if they just came with these, I think that would be all. So sometimes in these kind of things, they can kind of overdo it. Like another thing I will say is like that. What was that thing called, Chris? The big weird thing?
That is the Cosmic Power Siphon.
Yeah, on the Cosmic Power Siphon. It's cool, it's fun, but could it have not come with him and his price could have been knocked down a little bit, maybe? Possibly. Not come with these extra lightning effects. Unless I'm not using those right. Sometimes we're not using them right. And then it's like, oh, that makes a lot more sense when you do it like that. And so, yeah, here is the Dr. Doom Mezco 112. A lot of different options on this thing. Some could say even too many. But definitely one thing's for sure. You will definitely have some kind of version that you will like to do with him. And again, I mean, I don't know why you would, but you could make him even capeless if you wanted to. But
you could probably take off his entire tunic.
Yeah.
Again, we don't know why you would, unless you were replacing it with one of your own.
But, I mean, yeah, the cloth wares are really, really solid. The accessories are all really cool. We really like the lightning hands. The book, I think, is super rad. I'm also a big fan of both the pointer finger blast
and the gun.
And the gun, of course, but the judo chop blast as well. Lots of different hands. You can do all kinds of different poses with them. So overall, we're pretty happy with our first Mezco. Will we end up getting more?
The answer is yes.
I don't know. We'll see. You definitely, isn't there some Moon Knights you want to get?
There's 2 Moon Knights. There's a potential Punisher. There's a Wonder Woman. There might be 2 Wonder Women.
Is there an Ivy? Well, sadly, there's no Ivy. But like Chris said, there's at least 2 Wonder Woman and 2 Moon Knights.
Yeah.
I almost said Moon Mans.
And a Punisher.
Punisher.
I think there's a few more. They're really good. Mezco's a really good brand.
Yeah, who knows? If there's some really cool ones out there that you all think we should take a look at, definitely let us know, because it's not something I've looked at a ton. But
they got a Ghost Rider.
Ooh, might have to check that one out. But yeah, with seeing how cool this Doctor Doom was, it might be something we have to look more into. But other than that, hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you all didn't see the channel membership video out the other day, definitely give that thing a view, because it was a pretty awesome giveaway. Really cool comics in that batch. And then other than that, we got other videos coming up. Also, the other day, put out a really cool, I know it's kind of long, but a really cool interview with Gary B. Kind of talking about a little bit of behind the scenes kind of stuff, going into how to get a book published and all the stuff like that with his new mini novel Need. So that was a really interesting conversation. I had a lot of fun doing that interview despite my camera messing up. It was the only really unfortunate thing with that one.
Oh yeah, no one to compare him height to a Marvel legend, and he's only slightly taller. So he, despite being more detailed, I feel like could probably fit into a Marvel Legends collection probably just fine.
I wonder if there's a Thor. So many things we have to look up. But anyway, hope y'all have a good day, and we will see you next time.
Bye.